Alrighty guys, Ezek here, bringing us another Dragon Ball Legends guide video. So this is going to be a free-to-play player's guide on how to farm CC in Dragon Ball Legends for Black Friday, right? Because that is around the corner. You guys need to farm up your CC. You need to get it up to high numbers. So this is the first method that I want to go ahead and talk about. It's a little trick going around on Reddit and stuff like that. And this user posted at the Saitama project, right? He posted how to get infinite, quote-unquote, infinite CC with little work, not a hack. So the first thing I want to go ahead and point out, it is definitely not a hack. I wouldn't say this is an exploit or anything. I would definitely just say this is a neat little trick. I don't know if they're going to patch this out or anything like that, but I definitely don't see a lot of, like, you're not going to get in trouble for this, basically, right? And then infinite, it is definitely not infinite. It relies on erasers. So this could only really apply to you if you have a ton of erasers, if you're okay with blowing them all in one shot. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video that he actually posted. He's going to be using the new Gogeta Platinum equip. And so he's constantly re-rolling it. And so the main thing to notice here is that every single time he's re-rolling it, it is a Z, right? And we'll go into that, explain that a little bit later. So every single time he's re-rolling it, it's always at Z. And then you can see later on in the video, he's going into his missions tab, and it's counting for all of these missions right here, right? So upgrade 55 pieces of equipment to rank Z or higher. Every single time he's re-rolling that, it's counting for these missions. So he's gonna go ahead and like accept all these and stuff like that. I don't know how much he gets 50 CC from it. So definitely a little bit tedious. But this is something that you can do, and we can go and look at the comments. Someone thinks that this might get patched up or something like that, but I'm not too sure, because this feels intended like as working. It's always worked like this, right? If you re-rolled an equipment and it re-rolled to S or Z or anything like that, it counted for those missions. And other people on here commenting that 5 erasers is a lot more valuable than 10 CC, and definitely I can see that. There's definitely an argument to be made right there, right? But like I said, if you guys are more than okay with letting your erasers go, then 100% do this. So let's actually go ahead and hop into the game, and let me go ahead and show exactly what I mean, like how exactly to do this. So I have my Gogeta equip here on the screen, and what you need, so you need this Gogeta equip from his specific event, right? From the equipment event, specifically for this Gogeta. You want to get a good first 2 slots, right? Because the slot you're going to be re-rolling is that 3rd slot. So let's go ahead and take an example of that. Only the 3rd slot, emphasis on the 3rd slot. So I have 30 erasers, whatever, right? So let's go ahead and re-upgrade this, and we'll go ahead and just do this. Go ahead and hit that re-upgrade. Every single time it re-rolls, it's always going to be Z. Yep, so, and then so I even got the mission unlocked right there, right? So that, honestly, this is like one method. This is like a little trick, right? A neat little like tips and tricks kind of thing. Definitely not a hack. I wouldn't call it an exploit or anything like that. I think this is completely safe to use. Alright, for the next thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk about is PvP rewards. So this is like one of the main things, right? This game is heavily focused around PvP, and if you're going to be a free-to-play player like me, or even just you know, you want to get the maximum value out of CC that you get in the game, rather than spending on it, then you have to go ahead and start being a PvP oriented player and stuff like that, right? Because these are the rewards. This is the first thing that I go to. So you go to ranking rewards. For the top 10k, you are going to be able to get 1000 CC, and you also get PvP missions every single time a new season starts, which give you 300 CC. So that's 1300 CC per season. That's the first thing that I always look to. So now the next thing that we have is going to be the Tournament of Power game mode, right? So this one's a little bit more difficult, and it's a lot. I think it's very hard for new players to get into TOP because of how complex it can be and how much like you need like a very like seasoned team, right? But overall, you need to start getting to TOP as soon as you can. I do a guide on the TOP seasons every single start. So it's definitely something that you need to start getting invested in, right? So immediately start off with the ranking reward. So the ranking reward, you're going to be getting 1000 CC for getting to the top 6k, right? But you still get some CC for getting in the top 40k, which is, I mean, I don't think that's too difficult to do, but the rewards start scaling really badly, right? All the way down to 50 CC. You definitely want to aim for that top 6k to get that full 1000. And then so there's also like a season reward right here, right? So that's 100 CC, right, for getting past 27,000, and you also get another 300 CC for finishing the board right here. So if we go all the way over here, we go all the way to the very top. Once you beat this stage right here, you get 300 CC on top of that. And then there's also missions per season for TOP, which grants you 100 CC. So altogether, that is 1500 CC just alone in TOP. You're getting more CC from TOP than you do in PvP, right? And they're both run for the equal amount of time. They both run for 2 weeks. Alright, so the next thing that we have is going to be Battle Gauntlet. So this is something that runs every 2 weeks as well, right? Very, very easy to get into, I think, because it's right here, right in front of your face on the recommended tab. You go into Battle Gauntlet, you can go ahead and just go through all this, go through these missions. You get a total of 700 CC from this, and not only that, you also, starting from this Janemba specifically, the Janemba Battle Gauntlet, and onwards, we are going to be getting free Zenkai power. This is 100% something that you guys need to be doing as free-to-play players. 700 CC. Alright, so the next thing that I always look at is going to be the mission plans up here, right? So these mission plans, they also run for 2 weeks, right? And you get a decent amount of CC. There's a premium mission plan and there's a normal mission plan. I have never bought the premium plan. Again, I'm completely free to play. But this is still something that you guys need to do. When you're doing these mission plans, you get 500 CC total for a free-to-play player, right? And you get 1500 CC for spending, for getting the premium plan. And honestly, if you guys are spending, you're going to be like a light spender, even big spenders. I think it's always worth it to just get this plan every single time, right? And so you just go ahead and we click right here, whatever plan you have. You know, if it's your first time buying this plan, you will get a sale on it. Other than that, it's going to be $8, right? I don't really care for spending money on this game, but if I honestly would recommend it for anyone that does spend money. Alright, so this next one is mainly for like newer players that are like still like getting through all the story mode missions and stuff like that, building up their teams. You guys want to start doing these, the from the original series events, right? These give a good chunk of CC. There's like so much CC in there that I haven't even really fully collected at all. This Emperor Frieza event where you can get Zenkai EX Frieza, gives you 1000 CC. The Zenkai EX Vegeta right here, 1000 CC, as well as the Nappa. And the easiest way to go ahead and access the actual events is they will always be right here in original series tab. You just scroll to the bottom right here. You have Frieza, you have Ginyu. I don't think Ginyu gives 1000 CC, but you have Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, all of that good stuff, right? Alright, for the next thing I wanted to go ahead and talk about is co-op. So yes, like at the beginning of the video, I did say you want to be a PvP oriented player, but you have to mix the good with the bad. You have to get into PvE. You really have to play this game a lot to max out your CC and stuff, like the max amount of CC that you can get within the just the base game without spending any money, right? So for co-op, they usually last for about 3 weeks before resetting and stuff like that, but every time they do reset, your exchange shop resets. So the currency that you're getting from co-op can be used to spent in this exchange shop right here internally, and one of the rewards that you have right here is CC, right? So it's only 300 CC. I've bought 2 times, right? So I only have 1 time left, but as a total of 300 CC, that's really, really easy to get. Across these 4 stages right here too, there's challenges within them. You get a first time clear reward, and then obviously these challenges as well that grant you a little bit of CC each. And across all 4 of these stages, that gives you 106 CC, and on top of that, you also, there's missions for co-op as well that you'll eventually complete throughout the duration of the 3 weeks, right? And that will total out to 200 CC as well. So altogether, you're getting like 606 CC per 3 weeks on co-op alone, right? That definitely adds up. That doesn't seem a lot at first individually, right? But it adds up at the end. Alright, so the next thing that I want to go ahead and talk about is the Legends Adventures. So Legends Adventures will give you 200 CC, right? And they resets like every week for a total of 4 weeks. So this will be going on for 4 weeks, right? Individually, you're getting 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you multiply that 200 CC by 4, and you're getting 800 CC from just the Legends Adventures alone, right? Throughout the month and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. You want to always make sure you're doing that. And they're easy to do, right? So this one, you just need to collect the acorns and stuff like that. So you can see I'll go into this adventure slot. I have the special like adventures and stuff. You'll get them from like the respective events, which you can find in the news tab. And then you just rinse and repeat all this stuff. And it's very, very easy process. Alright, so another one in the missions tab. This missions tab is basically your best friend. You want to always just be checking up on this, right? Because there's always going to be some CC that you don't have. Like, for example, this Fusion Reborn Super Gogeta. I don't have all the CC completed for that. It's 300 CC right there that I could possibly get. But something I want to know is the monthly missions right here. So this is also something time, like, limited. Like, this is for a limited time. These, you won't get another opportunity to get these. I mean, obviously, month by month, you're going to get these reset and stuff like that. But if you miss out for a month, then you just missed out for that month, right? That's 300 CC right there. Fairly easy missions as well. All right, so now going back to events. So like one of the events I want to go ahead and point out. So you got this Omega Shenron event, right? For the Ultra Omega Shenron that just released. And you got these stages and stuff like that. Little do you know is that these stages also give you CC. I don't think that's little did you know. I think that's pretty much general information. But it's still like valuable, right? So there's 5 stages right here. We can go ahead and take a peep at them. You get 10 CC on that first clear, and you also get CC per challenge completed. If you get all those done and every stage done, you're looking like at a total of like 140 CC right here, just with these 5 stages. And you know, that may not seem like a lot initially, but when you're going across that in every single stage, like even make sure you guys are checking the special tab. These just got updated, right? These Legends Road stages and stuff like that. So if you don't have some of them cleared, make sure you're getting like this one right here. I don't have this cleared, right? So that's some CC I can possibly get like right now. You want to make sure you're looking for those gold stars, making sure that you're getting as much. Like look at these. These are not complete either. I could be getting CC from all of those right there, right? And then just continuing on the events tab, you have these ones that are like limited. So like one time left today on the Super Carnival event, you can get like a total of 1,000 CC from this event alone. That's pretty massive. You also frequently get some events like this where it's the CC capture, the Chrono Crystal capture, where you can be getting a total of 500 CC on that, right? That's very, very nice. All right, so now we're getting into the tedious stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this is something that I always put off for a very, very long time, is story mode. So story mode stages can give up to 31 CC per stage. With mission completion, you can get an extra 10, so about 41 CC a stage, right? So that's not bad, excluding ones like this, right, where there's actually no fight and stuff, where you don't have any challenges and stuff like that. But there is so much CC to be found here. Like I have 2 chapters right here that I haven't done yet, and you can see I haven't completely finished all of this either, right? Like there's still a lot of, you know, like look at chapter 3. I still have 600, I only have 216 challenges done out of 644. That's a lot of CC that I could possibly grind up right there, right? And this is kind of like my rainy day stuff. If I'm absolutely desperate, then I'll start farming CC in here because like I said, it's very, very tedious. Alright, speaking of tedious, I think this is by far the worst offender right here, is soul boosting. So I think soul boosting is one of the most annoying ways to grind CC, but it can grant you 10 CC per goal, like within the missions tab. Right, so be sure to soul boost all your characters, like heroes, EXs, sparkings, all that stuff right here. You can see I pretty much have everyone soul boosted except for some of these guys right here at the end. Like there's just not a lot, but this is all these units I could be getting CC from, right? That's like super, super desperate times though, right? This is extremely like desperate measures. Alright, so next we have daily missions, which is always nice, right? So daily missions are always going to give you 35 CC, which is, you know, if you're logging it every day, pretty much like I am. Like, I spend a lot of time on this game, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully, you guys have picked up on that by now. This is not just something that I go and do, like, play casually. I play this game a lot, you know, more than I'd like to admit. But you're always going to be basically getting these dailies done, hopefully, right? I would expect that at least. And there also is a login bonus for 10 CC that you can choose. But although I always really opt for energy, and in case you want to go ahead and change that, you can go right here. Let me go ahead and make a quick cut. All right, so you go into your status right here, and you look at your daily login bonus reward, right? So you can go ahead and change that at your leisure right here, right? So there's the 10 CC option right there. I always go for energy because I never want to run out of energy. That's my own personal preference. It's up to you. You guys can go for the CC. You guys can go for the eraser, whatever you guys want. Alright, so another thing that you want to be doing is the Let's Fight event, and we just talked about daily missions, right? Your daily missions. Doing the Let's Fight battles is part of that. Doing at least one of them, right? And this is like one of the few ways that you can infinitely grind CC. like such a tiny scale, right? Because you do get CC as you're grinding friendship rank, and right, these are the best battles to get friendship points. It's even advertised right here on the screen, right? But like I said, it's like on a very, very minuscule scale. You're not going to be getting a ton of CC from it, but it's still something that you might as well do, right? If you do one stage, you might as well do all three. Not to mention, you're also going to be getting energy tickets and skip tickets from this, right? As well as training items, I think. So aside from that, it starts getting like really like on a like such a tiny scale in the amount of CC that you get. Like on Legends weekend, you get 100 CC on the 3rd day, right? So basically just make sure you're logging in every single day. And then on top of that, you have like other login bonuses as well. Like we currently have an autumn, like the month of autumn login, or not the month of autumn, I'm so dumb, the season of autumn login bonus, where we get like 100 CC after like the 2nd week or something like that. And you know, sometimes we'll get gifts and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of other stuff that you have to account for. Alright, so that being said, let's go ahead and do 28 days of CC, like accounting for like the most like substantial ones, especially counting for the events that we currently have, right? So you have 2 weeks for PvP, which is 2,600, right? 2,600 CC right there. You got 2 weeks for TOP, which is 3,000 CC. 2 weeks for Battle Gauntlet, which is 1,400 CC. You got 2 weeks for mission plans, which is 1,000 CC for free-to-play, for the free-to-play mission plans, and 3,000 for premium. You have 3 weeks for co-op, which is 606 CC, right? Because that runs basically monthly. You have the Omega event without the battle bonus stages, because those battle bonus stages don't come out until December for whatever reason. 140 CC right there. You got the CC capture that's currently on, 500 CC there. You have the Super Carnival that's currently on, which is 1,000 CC there. You have the 4 weeks worth of Legends Adventures, which is a total of 800 CC. You have the monthly missions that give you 300 CC, and you got 28 days of daily mission CC. So 28 times 35, you got 980 right there. And all together, you have an estimated amount of 12,326 Chrono crystals. That's definitely not bad at all for 28 days. That's definitely not bad at all, dude. So you being free to play in this game is completely realistic, and that's not even everything right here, right? That's not everything at all, bro. Like, if you want to see someone actually grind out every single value for CC monthly, I would advise you go and head over to Reddit, right? So let's go ahead and actually head over to Reddit right here and follow this guy. So his name is LUGIANI. Hopefully I didn't pronounce his name wrong, but he basically every month he makes like a record of like your total CC for that month right here, right? So he actually made so shout out to LUGIANI right here. So he made basically a board for September 2021, the CC records right here. So he makes these frequently. I absolutely love when he posts these and stuff like that, because I like looking at this this data. And look at the total CC that we got for this month, for last month, right? 17,751, bro. So that's a lot that I didn't really account in for, right? So 28 days versus the whole month and stuff like that, getting every single like events. Look at all this stuff, bro. Like he literally takes like inventory of all the CC that we get. That's completely free to play friendly, in my own opinion, at the very least, right? It just basically boils down to how well you can save it, but that's a whole different conversation for a whole different video. So that being said, hopefully you guys did enjoy the content. If I missed any methods, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and make sure you guys are leaving a like, a comment, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!